TV.
Happy New Year, everyone. This is Jackie, and I'm the host of Uxbridge Scugog Life. So I hope you had safe and happy and healthy holidays, and you're in a place of excitement of where 2023 is going to take you. You know, from 2020 to 2021 and 2022, it hasn't necessarily been easy. So let's think about 2023 new beginnings. And why not kick off these new beginnings with some exciting things that you can do with someone you love? Maybe it's with your family, maybe it's with a friend, maybe it's with a partner, but there's so much to do in Durham. And we have Carrie Ann Large from the Scugog Chamber of Commerce, and we have Brendan Pickard, who is the manager of tourism for Durham Tourism. So we're going to be talking about great places you can shop, great experiences you can have, and events that are taking place that you can experience. Some of this was pre-taped, so there's going to be some experiences that were happening in December that we're going to mention, but lots of stuff that you can do in January moving forward. So make sure you keep on watching, because we'll be right back with more on Uxbridge Scugog Life.
This program is brought to you by Ignite TV. Now you're in command. Visit Rogers.com for more details.
My husband is a wonderful man and a great father when he's not drinking. I'm so angry he chooses alcohol over us. If he really loved us, he'd stop drinking, right? My counselor suggested I try Al-Anon. I didn't understand why. I'm not the one with the problem, but I'm glad I went. Do you worry about someone's drinking? You are not alone. Al-Anon or Alateen can help. Call 866-200-0033 or visit alanon.org/hope.
Hi, I'm Jennifer. And I'm Allison. Coming up on the next parenting show, we're talking about closing the learning gap.
A lot of our students fell behind. We're going to give you tips on successfully getting them back up to speed.
That's only on Rogers TV.
Welcome back to Uxbridge Scugog Life. This is an exciting show. This show is all about the experiences that we can have over the holidays, great gift ideas to be able to shop local, and different events that are happening around, keeping you and your family and your friends, keeping you guys busy and active over the holidays between now and right into January. So with me on the show, I have Carrie Ann Large, who's the Executive Director of the Scugog Chamber of Commerce, and I also have Brendan Pickard, who is the Manager of Tourism for Durham Tourism. So welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
We have a lot of expertise here of how we can experience Durham. Yeah. So let's start with gift ideas. Some unique places that doesn't have to be unique, but cool places that we can go, whether it's kids' gifts, parent gifts, your partner gifts, whatever. Let's talk about some cool places to go.
All right. Well, I mean, downtown Port Perry, I'll talk about downtown Port Perry because I'm from Scugog, so we have so many unique places. We've got you can grab a coffee at Nexus and start going shopping downtown and stop at the Nutty Chocolatier and get your sweet fix. Specialty shops like the Wee Tartan Shop is also downtown Port Perry. So for those different sort of unique gift-giving ideas, there's a nice niche there.
You know what? The Nutty Chocolatier is so great for stocking stuffers.
It is. Right? So wonderful. Yes.
Or even just as a hostess gift.
Yep.
Get something
lots
nice
of parties and get-togethers over the holidays that you can definitely find something to to bring from there for sure.
Yeah. Now, a store that I love,
Yeah.
and probably because you always see me wearing crystals and stuff, is Tribal Voices.
Tribal Voices, yes. Yeah.
I absolutely love going in there. There's, you know, for different healing properties, for different, just cool gift ideas.
Lots of cool
right?
gift ideas. And I think there's a really good variety in Port Perry. You know, we've got men's stores, women's stores,
Yes.
children's stores, jewelry stores. So there's a really, really wide variety. You really can get everything downtown.
Yeah. So you can buy that unique gift.
Yeah.
That whether maybe it's for yourself too.
I mean, there might be one or two for myself.
Yeah.
I'll buy you one too.
Yeah, perfect. It's really great though, the downtowns, you know, downtown Port Perry and the 14 downtowns in Durham region. There are a lot of shops, a lot of local shops, and we really like to play on that experience piece, you know, grabbing a coffee or something to eat. It really fits well, you know, promoting, getting out into the community for a date day or night or going out with the family. Another shop that kind of comes to mind in downtown Oshawa is Baby's Basement.
What's that?
Clothing shop, but they're just kind of a vibe in and of their own right. They've got this really, it's just this really cool space. Or Cops Records, creative spaces where you can shop local, buy local, Durham musician records, posters, what you might have. But there's also, you know, creative space for entertainment and live performances in there. So it's just a really unique way to go and do that shopping alongside an experience. And a lot of, you know, events that are taking place through the holidays, whether it's a tree lighting or parade, New Year's Eve celebration. So a lot of cool opportunities that the townships and cities in Durham region are bringing residents and visitors in for these events, and it's really helping to boost the spend in local shops or restaurants that are nearby.
Okay, so a little bit later on in the show, we're going to be getting into those events. I want to hear the specifics of some of those events, just so people can get on their calendars, right?
For sure.
Get ready to do that planning.
Yeah, for sure.
So, what are some other cool stores in Durham that we can think about, like in Oshawa, North Oshawa, South Oshawa?
I find a lot of the downtowns, and even not just necessarily the downtowns, but the cities, municipalities, have a lot of these makers markets that are a lot of really cool artisanal sort of gift giving pieces. So a lot of those really, really creative spaces. We've got one in Port Perry. I know there's one in Whitby.
Yes.
I think there's some in Oshawa as well.
Oshawa
but yeah,
Market.
it's nice. Yeah, Oshawa Markets. Yeah,
It's like a Christmas craft type of show.
but all year round.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
And I think one of the cool things, especially looking into maybe the more northern or rural municipalities and areas in Durham region, you know, places like Willow Tree Farm or the Welder's Wife, these locations that are open year round that have, you know, locally grown food, local artisan handwares and some cool things that you can buy, or getting into kind of the experience base. If you go to a local cidery or brewery as an example, you can find other products, whether it's, you know, Day Bar's chocolate from Uxbridge. It's, you know, we're seeing a lot of collaboration amongst businesses developing routes, like the back roads of Brock, the side roads of Scugog. We've seen more businesses inclined to work together and share their products. So there's a lot more access to support locally owned businesses and makers in the region, I think, than we've ever seen before. And it's, you know, one of the byproducts of a lot of people really focusing on local during the height of the pandemic and then coming out, and we kind of really promote the downtownsofdurham.ca website. There's some really great blogs and local shops and maps, and there's a lot to discover. There's a lot of stories to be told in Durham, and new businesses that continue to pop up.
You know, you got me at cider. It's like as soon as you said cider, I've just been like dreaming about a cider now. Even a great gift could be going to Banjo Cider, Slabtown, or getting a gift card. Even Slabtown Cider, which is located in the Uxbridge area, they have a really nice little shop that has more than just bottles of cider. And I think Anina's Bakery is featured there as well, which is really nice. So we're going to talk more. When we come back, we're going to talk about some of the events going on, and also great gift ideas that could be experiences.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so we'll be back. We'll be back with more on Uxbridge Scugog Life. Keep watching.
My mother said we had to leave home. The communists were going to take my father away.
Đâu sắp bị chìm, mình phải nhảy rồi.
If my parents were afraid, they didn't show us. But we would never forget our escape from Vietnam. We were lost.
What was your job in Vietnam?
University professor.
We had no home.
Do you have any family in Canada?
No, sir.
Nobody wanted us.
Welcome to Canada.
Canada chose us.
Canadians opened their borders, their homes, and their hearts to more than 100,000 refugees fleeing persecution after the Vietnam War.
We were home.
Welcome back to Uxbridge Scugog Life. So I'm with Carrie Ann Large and Brandon Pickard, and we are talking about experiences that we can do over the holidays, going right into January. We're talking about gifts, gift ideas, and different events that are going on. So in the first segment, we were talking about gifts. We still might go into that route because we didn't even talk about the great shops at Uxbridge. I was just thinking about that too, because what was coming to mind is I love presents. Have you guys been into that store?
I've not. I've heard amazing things about it though.
It is. It's such a collection of, I don't know, what's the best word for it? I feel like when I go in, it's a magical experience. I don't know if that sounds weird or not, but you go in, it's every area you look, there's just neat little things, little gems. So, you know, they have everything from really funky socks to really beautiful bracelets and necessits to fun stocking stuffers and jokey stuff.
Nice.
And really nice.
I'm gonna have to go there for my
kids.
gift giving.
I can definitely say we featured presents in the Shop in Durham Week celebration promotions, which runs December 4th to 10th in Durham region. So it's an event, shopping locally, supporting local businesses, shopping where you live.
Nice.
And we didn't touch on that in the first segment.
No, we didn't, but great initiative that the region got behind.
Oh, that's amazing.
The region, in partnership with various chambers of commerce, board of trades, local tourism operators, local businesses, just coming together to focus on Shop in Durham Week. We'll do a flag raising at regional headquarters with regional chair John Henry, and a variety of promotions and celebrations throughout the week. But you know, just as important is Shop in Durham throughout the year, and I think that's a nice part about the holidays or gift giving is you can give the gift of an experience, and someone can enjoy Durham region in January with a hike at Trail Hub and a warm beverage from Trail Hub.
That's my new favorite place.
Okay, because I interviewed John from the Trail Hub, and I haven't been there yet.
Very cool space.
Yeah,
I should do some recording on location.
Yeah, that would be amazing, because I heard the view there.
The view is incredible.
You can, if on a clear day, you can see Toronto. Right? Because you're at the top of a mountain.
Yeah.
Can you call it a mountain? Hill.
Sure, hill.
Big
Oak
ski hill.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it's really in this like great outdoor space area with the trails surrounding it, access to connecting bike trails, which for this time of year, fat biking comes to mind for a lot of riders in and around the area, and having a place to go in addition to the nearby towns. It's
what a great experience to have with your family over the holidays, right? Or your friend group. You know, just going out to the Trail Hub and grabbing a drink and having dinner. Isn't Nina's Bakery features there as well? They get around.
They do.
They do.
The best of the best.
Yeah, that's amazing. Okay, so we have the Trail Hub. What are some other ideas of things that experiences that we can have over the holidays?
Oh boy, there's lots. I mean, lots of towns and municipalities will be having their own sort of parades and Christmas lights, and I know again in downtown Port Perry, I'll refer to that again. I don't know if it'll be quite ready, but there's always skating on the lake.
Right.
You know, that comes to mind. You know, even for a March break activity, it's another experience that we just get tons of people coming up to just do outdoor skating on the lake.
I
It's
love
great.
that. I love that.
It's
and
so
in
great.
Uxbridge on Elgin Pond, once
yeah.
that freezes over.
Yeah.
And I think during the holidays, there's usually some type of hockey tournament that happens. I have no idea if that's happening again. Does that sound familiar at all?
Maybe.
Maybe. Not sure.
There are lots of sporting events that
There
are,
is.
going on right across the region throughout the year. Another experience that comes to mind is ski hills.
Ski hills, yeah.
Yeah.
Cross-country
Lake
skiing.
Ridge, Dagmar.
And even just the trails getting out onto, whether it's the Great Lakes Waterfront Trail, into, our conservation areas. It's a really good time for some outdoor adventure, especially in January. You want to go out for that experience, and then it's a great thing to do with your family or friends or a loved one, and make a date day out of it, and then go for something to eat afterwards. So really combine that experience that Carrie Ann touched on.
Yeah.
So
Well,
where, oh, sorry, go
no,
ahead.
I was just going to say, I know two blokes, cidery, because I know how much you like your cider. They're just launching fire pits. You can rent a fire pit with your family and sit out in the snow and fire pit and hot cider and just enjoy the whole orchard. So
that's
another neat little
amazing.
experience.
They're right on the snowmobile.
And they're right on the
trail
snowmobile
too,
trails.
Which is, great for families.
Now, is there a place locally that you could rent, let's say, a snowmobile to have a snowmobile experience, or go on a snowmobile excursion? Where it's like maybe you've never snowmobiled before, don't know how to do it, so you can go with a group. Have you heard of anything like that?
I think there are some. I'm not aware of any in Durham right now, but I think there are some outfitters in the GTA that will rent that type of machinery. In Beaverton, in the winter months, there's a number of ice fishing charter operators that offer day and overnight experiences ice fishing, and you can go for a ride out, I guess, in a kind of a Bombardier taxi type
very cool
way of getting kind of the people that are booking the experience. So that would be kind of the closest thing that's available.
Right. So if you don't know what to do for a gift, or you're looking to have just a fun experience with the people you love, there's so much to offer. Now, you had mentioned cross-country skiing. Where do you think is the best place to cross-country ski?
There's a lot of, the conservation areas or Durham Forest. There's some different areas throughout the region. We've got a trails guide on our durhamtourism.ca website, so people can definitely check it out to see which trails are close.
Okay.
There's a lot of great resources that are out there, especially online, for people to kind of search and get into active communities. We see it in the cycling space with like Strava or Ride with GPS, and people upload their own routes.
Okay, we're going to continue with this because we still have another segment of great things that we can do over the holidays. We'll be back with more on Uxbridge Scugog Life.
Hello, I'm Liz Dowdswell, Lieutenant Governor of Ontario. In 2008, carbon monoxide, a deadly invisible gas, killed an entire family in our province. That tragedy led to a new law requiring homes with potential CO sources to have alarms. John Gignac's family members passed away that day, and he shares his story to save others.
Please make sure you have working CO alarms in your home. Protect your family today.
And now. Hey, everybody out in TV land. Are you a struggling artist looking to catch a break? I'm the BMD, and I'm starting a new show called Meet the Band. My new show showcases up-and-coming artists locally in the Durham region. The show promotes the artist and their creative content on the Rogers Cable Network. So tune in and connect with me at the BMD Podcast at gmail.com.
Welcome back to Uxbridge Scugog Life. So we've been talking about things that we can do during the holidays, experiences that we can have, events that are happening, and well, that's where we're going right now. And we're also talking about different cool shops around Durham. So let's go into events. There's a lot of events that are happening either in December or right through to January. So I know in Uxbridge we have the Festival of Lights. And that's been really well attended. So those of you who are watching that have never experienced that before, people come from all over to experience the Festival of Lights, and just a cool trail. You can, I don't know if you can walk it this year. We haven't been able to walk it for the past couple of years.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either. But you can either take your car through it or potentially walk through it. So I understand that there's a skating competition. Can you, who wants to talk about that?
I'll let Brandon talk about that one.
Okay.
I can jump in. Yeah. We're excited to host in 2023 the Canadian Tire National Skating Championships at the Tribute Community Centre in Oshawa. So welcoming Skate Canada and the National Synchronized Skating Championships, as well as the Senior National and Junior program. And tickets just went on sale November 28th for single sessions, so they're on sale now. So it's also a great experience if you want to buy a loved one a ticket to go and experience the top skaters in Canada. That'll be in Oshawa from January 9th to 15th in the new year.
Wow. Okay, so it's all Canadian skaters?
Yes. It's the national championship. So
best of the best.
A lot of talent. A lot of talent on display, and future stars, future Olympians.
Wow.
Really great, and I think we'll see some local competitors competing in this competition as well. So very excited to
cool
welcome.
That it's in our own backyard. It is.
That's amazing.
It's within reach for us to enjoy.
So if, let's say, you have either yourself or you have family members that are into skating, into hockey, into sport, right? It's just it would be just a really cool local event to go to.
It really is, and we know that the city's planning some really cool downtown activations. We have, in partnership with the Culinary Tourism Alliance, the Great Taste of Ontario, we have a downtown Oshawa passport, and you can check in at the Tribute Community Centre, as well as the RMG, the Canadian Automotive Museum, as well as some restaurants. So if you check into 5 locations, you get a $25 Feast On gift certificate. So it's just one way to kind of activate, promote people that are coming in for the skating championships to explore downtown Oshawa, for
support that local.
Exactly.
Support the local movement again.
Yeah.
Okay, very cool. So how do you get your passport?
Just download it online. It's actually on the Downtowns of Durham website.
Okay, Downtowns of Durham.
Yeah, exactly. Durham Tourism website. So it's great. It's there, and we're looking forward to welcoming a really large event in January, and then kind of following that, we'll welcome athletes and participants for the 2023 Durham Region Ontario Parasport Games. So,
tell me about the Parasport Games.
Yeah. You can go ahead as well.
I mean,
I volunteered at it in the past, and it's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. These athletes are just top-notch athletes.
Yeah, Sport Durham is our sport tourism hosting arm within Durham Tourism, and so our team, coordinates with Skate Canada and with the province on the Ontario Parasport Games, and it's a multidisciplinary sporting event for athletes of all abilities that compete in a variety of sports: skiing at Brimacombe, five-a-side soccer, para hockey, sitting volleyball, bocce. And it's a really great celebration of accessible sport in Durham Region. We've hosted these games in 2019 and have a lot of great legacy initiatives as part of it, including a sledge hockey upgrade at Whitby's Iroquois Park Sports Center. So we're looking forward to hosting athletes again, making another meaningful contribution by way of legacy. And there's opportunities for Durham residents to get involved in the games, to volunteer. There's a Be the Rourke program, so you can sign up and be assigned to a team. You'll be sent their schedule. You can create posters, send them letters of support and encouragement. So it's a really great way for people to engage and come out and support the athletes. It's amazing competition.
Are they getting different schools involved with supporting the?
Yeah, and recently we hosted the 100-day countdown in partnership with some post-secondary and elementary schools in Durham Region to try parasports, to make it part of the physical education program, as part of the view, and introducing more people to accessible sport, because people of all abilities can try parasport. They can compete with your friends, and it's a really great social activity, and highlighted by obviously a number of venues within Durham Region, but certainly the Ability Center as a leading partner.
Yeah, that sounds amazing.
Yeah.
And so any other events that we want to mention, because we have a minute left. So not a lot of time.
What if we plugged an event calendar? We've got a great one.
That
at
is a great one.
DurhamTourism.ca, and you can see events throughout the year, whether it's live music, festivals, parades. There's certainly a lot taking place across the region.
For sure.
When we get back into kind of some of those spring, summer agritourism events or local food. So.
You know, I love seeing live music at a local restaurant or bar. Just having that experience.
Yeah.
Any 20 seconds, any bars you want to mention?
We've got a blog on...
I was going to say, there's a blog post on the Downtowns of Durham about this.
35 places to experience live music in Durham region. So start there.
Start there, for sure.
Okay, start there. And the website again is?
Downtownsofdurham.ca.
Downtownsofdurham.ca. Okay, so there's lots of stuff for people to do. Thank you so much for your expertise on the show, getting the excitement of things we can do, we can see, we can gift.
Yes.
Yeah, so thank you. So we'll be back with more on Uxbridge Scugog Life.
I'm Mallory, and I was walking home one night when an impaired driver hit me. He had been overserved in 2 bars before getting behind the wheel. If the servers would have called him a cab instead of serving him more alcohol, my life would be the same as what it used to be. I think servers play the biggest role in keeping us safe because it's up to them what state the person's in when they leave. Refusing service isn't personal, it's the law.
Hello, I'm Jonathan Van Bilsen. My next guest is Doug McClatchy, better known as Mr. Hockey. We'll learn all about his collection of sports memorabilia and his wealth of knowledge of the sporting world. And we'll find out the story behind the person right here on Rogers TV.
Welcome back to Uxbridge Scugog Life. So, as you can see, there is so much to do in Durham. You really do not need to leave Durham. Throughout December and January, you can have a plethora of options of opportunities, lots of events, lots of experiences that you can have, and lots of places to buy cool gifts all year round. So make sure you check out the Durham Tourism website. So we're going to have that website address at the bottom of the screen there for you. And I hope you stay safe. And may your new year be filled with abundance in every area of your life. Health, wealth, joy, love, peace, and gratitude. From my light to yours, everyone, namaste. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.
Call the Rogers TV viewer response line, email us, or connect with us on social media.
I was born and raised in Musqueam First Nation territory by my mother, who spoke Hunkaminam to me. As a child, I ceased using my mother tongue, as to use any language other than English was considered not being Canadian, so I was told. The old people came to me in a dream and reminded me of who I am and where I come from. I have reawakened. My roots are strong, and I'm no longer a silent speaker. My language tells me where I'm from. It defines me.